The LEGO Clone Base, an iconic build style in the LEGO Star Wars community. So today I made my own, but with a twist. It's built into a mountain. I wanted studs not on top rockwork to blanket the exterior and a command center with windows visible from the outside, but if you turn the model around, it would reveal a fully fleshed interior. And on the top of the mountain, I wanted a dark green forest with trees and a clone sniper sitting atop. With the basis established, let's go to an in-depth. On the exterior of the base, I built two trees using the technique seen in the Endor Speeder Chase diorama. One of them I instead made into a stump for a little height variation, and I added plant pieces as well as this little flower box that a clone trooper is growing some flowers in a box. I made this using a studs on top piece and a crate. Now over here you can see I have my clone sniper keeping an eye out for any enemies, and I used some wedge plates to cover the gap between the panel and the dark green forest. On the interior, I built a multitude of rooms, each of them fully tiled off, which is something new for my clone bases. On the top left, I built a shooting range with a clone trooper gunning down a few targets. I built using some circular tiles and some clip-in bar pieces, and if you can see on the side, I built a little shelf for all his. I put two slopes, one in front of the other, on the shooting platform to give it a bit of texture. Then seen around the side, you can see the targets I built before, and on the other side, I built a railing using dark bluish gray pieces, and I completely tiled off the floor. Now down here, we can see Commander Cody in the clone sauna room. We have and a Bacta tank to help troopers heal up after missions. Let's go on to the next room. Now looking over to the command center, you can see I built the iconic Venator windows, and here a clone, 212 clone and Commander Cody are discussing tactics for the next mission. I built control panels and used some printed LEGO computer pieces. And then now, moving on, we have the clone lounge. This clone over here is watching TV, and he has his hand out because someone changed the channel, so he's mad. And over here, this clone is doing cat therapy with Miss Norris the cat. And if we look over at his face, it kind of looks like he needs some therapy.
Bruh.
All right, and down here to the middle room, this is just the center hallway where a clone pilot is running up to go report to Obi-Wan Kenobi. And then going over here to the armory, we have a few shinies, selecting blasters, and performing drills for their commander. And now over here, you can see I used 1x2 slopes and inverted slopes to give each room like a octagon sci-fi looking shape. I think this adds to the overall architecture of the base. Now down here, we have the clone garage, where we've got a vault door and Imperial fighter tanks, and an Imperial fighter tank parked in the garage. This is not the correct version, but I did not have enough dark red to color swap it to a Republic version, so I think this works. To the left, you can see I have two clone pilots and an assortment of crates that they're unloading from the tank from the last mission. Now, zooming out, you can see the base in its entirety. I think this turned out really well. I really enjoyed all the small side stories I was able to tell. Now, moving on to the middle, you can see I created these sci-fi looking stairs using curved bricks as well as some curved like wedge plates on the top. I think this gives it like a sci-fi Star Wars looking effect. And on the side, you can see the way I actually attached this rockwork panel was using the 1x2x2 slopes stacked on top of each other. And when I was designing the wedge plates, I stacked them on top of each other to try and give them depth and try to imagine where the wind and the water and just time in general like eroded the rock face to turn it into what we see here. For the light and dark bluish gray wedge plates, I did something new, and instead of just laying them flat, I layered them and I tried to switch the colors to make it look more interesting and appealing. You can see I have it raised up and then it'll go down from its peak, and I really like how I was able to like capture like the erosion and like the layers of the rock face. You can see the way I actually held these panels in was using 2 clip-in bar pieces, and I used one of these on either sides and weighted it down. But then I used some bracket pieces and some 1x plates to create the command center. Let me know what you guys think of this base down in the comments. This is the largest clone base I have ever built, and I think this turned out really well. And while you're down there, be sure to subscribe, because soon I will be drop testing this base, and it is going to look so good. And there's reddish brown, so I'm pretty sure something's going to break. But thank you guys so much for sticking around to the end of the video. I really appreciate everybody who watches these videos. It really just makes my day. And thank you so much. And if you enjoyed it, please leave a like or a positive comment. Those all make my day. Or subscribe. That's cool too, but no pressure. Thank you guys. Peace out.